Our keynote speaker for today currently serves in the New Jersey State Senate. In 2017, he became the first elected Indian American in the state Senate, in what was considered one of the biggest upset elections in New Jersey history. Today, he serves as the Majority Conference Leader in the Senate, the Chairperson of the Military and Veterans Affairs Committee, and the Vice Chairperson of the Higher Education Committee. He holds a bachelor's degree from Pennsylvania State University and a master's degree from Rutgers University. He is a proud small business owner, having built his business from the ground up, now 14 employees. He is also the founder and president of a 501c3 organization dedicated to helping Monmouth County charities and individuals in need. He is proud to be a passionate community leader, pursuing policies that benefit citizens across the state. He also is proud to empower and inspire youth in our area to become better citizens and work toward their futures. Please, without further ado, our keynote speaker, Senator Vin Gopal.
Thank you very much, and it's good to be with all of you. Hope your weekend is going well and safe. My name is Vin Gopal. I'm honored to have a chance to join you at this first ever virtual business summit hosted by the Sayreville War Memorial High School. I serve as a state senator for part of Monmouth County. I represent 18 towns, approximately 220,000 constituents. I also have the honor of being the youngest member of the New Jersey Senate. As a member of FBLA, you've worked tirelessly to compete in various business-related events that include tests, projects, presentations, and reports. Your hard work does not go unnoticed, and attending workshops and summits like this one benefit you as you eventually transition into the workforce, learning in a variety of fields, I'm sure. The world is changing, not just because of COVID-19 and this pandemic. A new decade has begun, and we're already seeing its impacts all around us. New technologies are changing the way we work, live, and communicate. Being one of the younger members of the Senate, the youngest member right now, many of my colleagues are in their 70s and 60s, and when I talk about how we communicate with our constituents utilizing social media and Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, different ways to communicate prior than what we've seen over the decades, which was just email very recently. The rise of social media has given a way for a new discussion about privacy, business to consumer functions, empathy, and human connection. The internet has come into its own, changing the way we do business, the way we learn new ideas, and the way we create and share forms of culture. New innovations are powering new forms of manufacturing, software, and more disrupting old ways of thinking while creating new avenues for change. Our world and our nation, just like other periods in history, but right now more than any time in recent history, faces real challenges, as well as opportunities for real transformation, growth, and change. New conversations have sprung up about the way we live, the communities we live in, and the institutions we've created. In the middle of all this change, it can be easy to feel small, to feel powerless, or even apathetic. It's easy to think that your voice doesn't matter, that these systems are too big and far away to change. But change doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from people. Someone asked me in a recent interview if I could meet with the President of the United States or a local elected official, who would I meet with? And in a heartbeat, doesn't matter who the president is, I'd rather meet with my local community leader, my mayor, or my school board member, so I can impact who the superintendent of schools is going to be, who the police chief is going to be, what the policy is from the ground up. You as the leaders of tomorrow are already at that forefront. It's up to you to decide what kind of impact you want to have. An anthropologist, Margaret Mead, once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." And if that doesn't tell you that we are in the middle of a pandemic, that we're going to need big, bold ideas to get our nation back on its feet, it's going to take big, bold leaders like you, each and every one of you, that are taking the initial steps of being a part of an organization that is as innovative as it is. You make an impact in this world by participating in career and technical student organizations, having the opportunity to be involved as a student is a great chance to gain professional experience in a high school program. Programs like this one you're in help you discover what drives you and what your passions are, what empowers you to make a difference, and how you can take what you've learned in the classroom and apply it in the outside world. It helps you make educational career choices, but it also puts it on a basis on experience, which is extremely important as you go through life. Relationships and experience, learning from both for better and for worse. Students who participate in this program demonstrate higher levels of academic engagement and motivation, civic engagement, and career and employability skills than students who are not in such a program. Students can have the opportunities to hold leadership positions at the local, state, and national level, and even attend networking opportunities, which makes this organization so unique. These programs are supported at the federal level by Carl D. Perkins Career and Technical Education Improvement Act, Perkins funding, which provides about $1.1 billion in state grants annually to serve more than 14 million students nationwide. This includes 11 not-for-profit organizations that you can get involved in and make a difference directly in your community. What you can do to these skills is completely up to you. It means engaging with your community either by fighting for change or entering public service yourself. It might mean learning something in one subject field and then applying it in an entirely different field that could use another perspective. It might even mean dedicating your time, knowledge, and skills for the betterment of someone else. No matter what you decide to do in the future, these skills you have learned through FBLA will stay with you for the years to come. You're all going to be outstanding and successful, and I'm sure there are a number of future state senators, governors, and maybe even a president amongst this group. I don't doubt that this program will be an outstanding asset to you in the future, and I hope you take full advantage of everything it has taught you. It has been very nice to be with all of you this evening, and I want to thank you for the invitation to give you some remarks.
Thank you so much, Senator. And before we go, I know that we're not going to ask you too many complicated questions, but what has been your most positive experience working as, one of the youngest, the most impactful legislators in our state legislature? What's been your most positive experience?
The importance of helping folks that often you hear on social media or on TV or somewhere why folks don't need government. There's no time now when folks do need government, whether it's making sure that there's food on the table, making sure that their unemployment check is getting through, making sure that they have health care. These are all vital needs. And so in our legislative office, we deal with thousands of constituents, some that are going through very difficult circumstances, most of all at no fault of their own because of COVID-19. And we have a moral responsibility to try to lift each and every one of these. So the positive experience I take away is, along with an excellent staff, is to do everything we can to make sure government plays a role in lifting people up, not pushing them down.
Thank you so much, Senator. It's been a privilege to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Senator.